In a time long past, when the earth was lush and new, there existed a garden, a sanctuary of abundant life and vibrant beauty. This garden was named Eden, a paradise of perfection under the watchful gaze of the Creator. It was in this paradise that Adam, the first man, walked among the splendors of creation. Adam was not alone in Eden. The Creator saw fit to give him companionship in the form of Eve, a being of equal standing and made to share the joys and responsibilities of this new world. Together, they experienced the peace and prosperity of Eden, aware of only one restriction placed upon them. In the center of the garden stood two significant trees, the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. The Creator had commanded Adam and Eve to freely eat from any tree they desired, except for the tree of knowledge of good and evil. For in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die, the Creator forewarned. For a time, Adam and Eve lived contentedly, unaware of want or hardship. They tended the garden, naming the creatures dwelling there and marveling at the creations around them. Yet, among the creatures of Eden, there was one more cunning than any other, a serpent with a silver tongue. One fateful day, while Eve was near the tree that bore forbidden fruit, the serpent approached her. Hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? The serpent inquired with deceitful charm. Eve, unaware of the serpent's guile, responded, We may eat the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. The serpent, cloaked in deception, uttered, Ye shall not surely die, for God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Eve, contemplating the serpent's words, saw the fruit was pleasant to the eyes and desired to make one wise. She took of the fruit and ate, giving also unto Adam, who was with her, and he did eat. In their consumption of the forbidden fruit, their eyes were indeed opened, and for the first time, they felt the heavy cloak of shame and guilt upon their shoulders. Realizing their nakedness, they sought to cover themselves with fig leaves and hid from the sight of the Creator. As twilight descended upon Eden, the Creator walked in the cool of the garden and called out, Adam, where art thou? Trembling, Adam emerged, confessing their newfound shame and the reason for their hiding. I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid, because I was naked, and I hid myself, he admitted. The Creator, saddened by their disobedience, inquired, Who told thee that thou wast naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree, whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat? Adam pointed blame to Eve. The woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. Eve, in turn, blamed the serpent. The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. The Creator, filled with sorrow, pronounced judgments upon each. The serpent was cursed above all cattle, destined to crawl upon its belly and eat dust all the days of its life. Eve was told of the sorrow she would bear in childbirth and the difficult path of womanhood. As for Adam, the ground was cursed because of him. He would toil and labor for his sustenance until he returned to the dust from whence he was formed.